They flopped so hard in Snow White, trying to be brazen and rewrite history and representative of its modern audience, and we all saw how that went. So maybe, if Tangled ever gets picked back up off the cutting room floor, you stick to what Tangled actually is.
A lot has been said about the fact that Rachel Zegler is a leftist fruitcake, and she is, but she's also just a spoiled, entitled, narcissistic brat.
Damn it, Bob, how is Snow White's rating 1.6 on IMDb? I mean, it's the first Disney movie starring a woke Colombian woman that looks like a fish. We even CGI'd the dwarves so no one could be offended by dwarves having jobs.
Welcome back to Celebrity. It's Olivia here. She went from Disney's PR nightmare to sharing the screen with an Oscar winner. Yep, Rachel Zegler, the face of one of Disney's most humiliating flops, is back. And this time, she's dragging Marisa Tomei into the storm. A bold indie mother-daughter drama is supposed to be her redemption arc? Or is it just Hollywood delusion at full throttle? Because let's be honest, after Snow White, who thought Rachel would ever land another leading role? And now, she's not just back, she's got top billing. But here's the question blowing up every corner of the internet. Is this a comeback? Or just another case of failing upward? Stick around, because this isn't just a film announcement. It's the most unlikely casting twist of the year, and it might just be the final test of how much Hollywood can really forgive.
People have real problems and no one gives a shit. Weird.
We've watched as Snow White has been an absolute disaster.
And I'm an adult.
I don't want people to see me as ungrateful or anything like that. I was nervous that that's what this makes me look like.
Studios really need to tell your stars to shut up.
It was a magical time and I'm a Disney princess and it was just very magical. Like, in the eyes of, I can only make grilled cheese. Is that inappropriate?
I don't want people to see me in a weakened state.
After the Snow White catastrophe, Rachel Zegler didn't just lose favor, she lost control of her narrative. The press tour? A train wreck of tone-deaf quotes, passive-aggressive barbs at fans, and that now infamous dig about the original story being weird. What was supposed to be her Disney coronation became a career crucifixion. But now, here she is. Not in a Marvel cameo, not in another glammed-up Netflix musical, but in an indie drama with Marisa Tomei, a woman who's been nominated for 3 Oscars and can disarm an entire audience with a single line. The movie? She Gets It From Me, a quiet mother-daughter character piece with zero CGI, zero spectacle, just raw, emotional exposure. And that's the risk. Because when Rachel steps into this role, there's nowhere to hide. No franchise to carry her, no studio PR team to clean up the backlash. Just HER, her face, her talent, her past, and a public already waiting to pounce. This isn't just a film role. It's a test of everything she says she is but hasn't yet proved. And Tomei, she's not here to babysit. She's here because the script slaps. So here's the pressure cooker Rachel stepped into. Deliver a performance so good, it erases the damage. Or crash so hard, the fall becomes permanent. And trust me, Hollywood never forgets a flop that comes with ego.
Disney, as you may recall, fired Gina Carano for her allegedly controversial social media post just a couple of years ago. And, Gina Carano never did anything remotely like what Rachel Zegler has done. She has this mentality, she's not the only one, that, hey, the only thing that matters is how I feel.
Rachel Zegler didn't just get cast, she got judged. Within hours of the announcement, her name was trending, not because of the film, but because the internet still hasn't let go of what came before. And this wasn't cautious optimism, it was sarcasm. One Redditor asked, "What does she get from Marisa?" Answer, hopefully, humility. Ouch. On Twitter, the memes exploded. Zegler's most infamous Snow White quotes were slapped over Marisa Tomei's iconic courtroom scenes from My Cousin Vinny. You could almost hear the subtext screaming, "This is not an even match." And that's the powder keg. Because while Marisa Tomei brings subtlety, warmth, gravitas, Rachel is still seen by many as the symbol of overexposed Gen Z entitlement. Too many interviews, too much attitude, not enough authenticity. And now, the contrast is sharper than ever. Tomei, low drama, high respect. Zegler, high volume, high stakes. This isn't just tension on screen, it's a cultural clash. One woman with nothing to prove, the other with everything to lose. And that's why the internet isn't cheering. It's watching, not curious, cynical. Every line Rachel delivers will be picked apart. Every scene, compared. This movie isn't just about the story anymore. It's about whether Zegler can earn her way back or prove every critic right.
Sorry, Rachel. I guess the world isn't ready for a woke fish-like Disney princess. Maybe the problem is that we didn't make it bad enough.
You were given a golden goose opportunity, and that golden goose is belly up.
Why cast Rachel Zegler again? Well, because buzz is currency, and in Hollywood's economy, she's still loaded. Every time her name drops, so does a tidal wave of opinions. Tweets, Reddit threads, TikToks dissecting her interviews frame by frame. She's a walking algorithm, loved, hated, but never ignored. Studios like Embankment know what they're doing. This isn't a Disney tentpole. This is a low-budget, high-risk indie. No box office pressure, just critical gamble. If Zegler delivers, they get prestige. If she crashes, they still get headlines. And in today's outrage economy, even a flop can go viral. But here's where it gets real. Rachel's gone dark. No rants, no red carpets, no "I'm not like other princesses" speeches. Just silence. And some insiders say that's the smartest move she's ever made. Others, not buying it, they say this isn't growth, it's retreat, that the next press tour will be the same tone-deaf chaos. And the moment she speaks, the backlash will snap back like a rubber band stretched too far. Still, for the first time since Snow White, people are asking a different kind of question. Has she changed or just shut up? Because unlike a studio-controlled blockbuster, this indie drama won't protect her. No CGI, no talking animals, no PR lifeboat. Every interview, every pause, every line will be a test of her skill, her awareness, and whether Rachel Zegler can finally prove she's not just a controversy, but a contender.
This girl does not deserve a feature-length film, but rather she deserves to be in a padded cell.
Rachel Zegler was chosen, plucked from obscurity by Steven Spielberg himself, crowned by the industry, before the audience ever got a vote. And now, she's standing in the center of a storm she helped create, not because she was scandalized, but because she spoke again and again and again. The irony? This new film, She Gets It From Me, might be the first time she's forced to let her acting speak louder than her interviews. There's no $200 million marketing team this time, no CGI dragon to distract the critics, no studio juggernaut to absorb the hits, just a stripped-down, emotional indie and a co-star like Marisa Tomei, whose quiet gravitas could eclipse her if she doesn't bring everything she's got. This isn't a redemption story handed to her. It's a litmus test. And the cruelest twist? Even if Rachel nails it, even if she pours her soul into this film, it may still not be enough to outrun the memes, the montages, the edited clips that loop her worst moments on TikTok forever. Because while Hollywood is willing to give second chances, the internet doesn't forget the first impression. The final irony? The one project that could save her might also seal her fate.
You know what? I can't wait to quit social media. I'm like so ready to just throw my phone away. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I know it's gonna happen at some point. And everyone's gonna get mad at me and they're gonna be like, no, because of me. Or they'll be thrilled and be like,
thank God Rachel's getting off social media.
So here we are. Rachel Zegler, once the chosen one, now the underdog, trying to turn a whisper of redemption into a performance worth remembering. The internet, still divided, Hollywood, still hedging. And Rachel, well, this might be her last chance to stop being the punchline and start being the proof. Because in this era, where stardom can collapse in a single tweet, a second shot isn't just rare, it's a gamble. But maybe that's what makes it worth it. So we ask you, can Rachel Zegler really rebuild her image with this role? Or is the damage already too deep? Is this Hollywood's way of extending grace? Or just hoping the internet's memory fades faster than TikTok trends? Drop your truth in the comments. Smash that like if you're watching this comeback like it's a courtroom drama. And subscribe, because we're not just telling stories. We're dragging the truth out from behind the velvet curtain. And the next expose might just be about the celeb you thought was untouchable. This isn't just a movie, it's Hollywood on trial. Are you in?